Imagine a computer that is faster, smarter, and smaller than anything you've ever seen before. Folks, it is time for an upgrade. I've had this Mac for way too long now, and there's been something that's been catching my eye. And it is the new Mac Mini with the M4 chip. This Mac is redesigned around Apple Silicon, making it super efficient, and it is the first carbon neutral Mac. To start, we have to talk about performance, of course. That is a must. So, the new Mac Mini has a 10-core CPU with 4 performance cores and 6 efficiency cores. It is way faster than the maxed out M1 and M2 chips with nearly double the performance speed, and it also has a 10-core GPU. And I forgot to mention that its central processing unit is just as fast, if not faster, than the Intel Core i9-14900KS. And if you purchase the Mac Mini with Apple's M4 Pro chip, you can configure your Mac Mini up to a 20-core GPU and a 14-core CPU. The new Mac Mini has up to 32 gigs of unified memory, 64 if you purchase the Pro version. And storage on the new Mac Mini goes up to 2 terabytes, or if you purchase the Mac Mini Pro, it goes up to 8 freaking terabytes. Also, peep how small this thing is. It's only 5 by 5 inches. My whole hand is bigger than the Mac Mini, and yet it can still run reasonably high-end, high-performance gaming, something that Mac isn't necessarily equipped for, especially without overheating. Speaking of overheating, the architecture of the Mac Mini has been completely changed. Aside from looking like a shorter version of the Mac Studio, it has a 360-degree ventilation system that draws in cool air from its surroundings and disperses it evenly throughout the computer to prevent it from overheating for a long time. In the front, it has 2 USB-C ports and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back, there is more USB-C ports, Thunderbolt 4 and 3 Thunderbolt 5 outlets, then HDMI and Ethernet. So this is perfect for any kind of setup, except it's not. It seems that Apple has stopped the trend of implementing USB Type-A ports into their designs, instead cutting them out in favor of more USB Type-C ports in their new Mac Mini. I'm being completely honest, I do not mess with this. Make this clear, I am not ready to move on from USB Type-A. I actually had to invest in this USB Type-C to USB Type-A adapter because MacBook doesn't support USB Type-A. Well, I wish they wouldn't have gotten rid of that, but this does not take away from this being a really cool product still. It can still pair perfectly with its Studio Display, Magic Mouse, Magic Keyboard, in addition to your own accessories. The thing is still a beast. A small, hand-sized beast. And then you have one of Apple's biggest flagships of all time, the M4 chip and Apple Intelligence. Writing tools, Apple Intelligence, natural language search, and all that macOS Sequoia and Apple Intelligence has to offer, including built-in apps when you purchase the new Mac Mini. I don't know if you all heard, but the new version of Final Cut Pro is out. It's been out for a little bit, but they have a ton of new features specifically designed around iOS 18 and Apple Intelligence. And I'm sure a lot of these new features will get pushed to the limit with the new Mac Mini. It has a new AI-powered magnetic mask that allows you to isolate people, objects, and shapes without needing to use a green screen or without rotoscoping. I personally hate rotoscoping, so this sounds like it's worth the investment. Now, you can transcribe audio automatically to create your own captions, and you can import spatial video clips from Apple Vision Pro, iPhone 15 Pro, or later. Timelines can be edited in 90, 100, and even 120 frames per second, new modular transitions, keyboard shortcuts, and you can automatically hide original clips when creating synced or multicam clips. Now, you can install third-party media extensions to support playback and video format, but that requires macOS Sequoia or iOS 18.1, so if you haven't updated, do it. And then I have to talk about the price. Average Mac product costs about $1,300 and the most expensive one is $7,000. Here's the crazy part. You think with everything that I've listed, this is supposed to be a smaller, smarter, better Mac, right? You would think it would be crazy expensive, but it's not. It's actually reasonably cheap. A Mac for this price is a steal. The price for the base Mac Mini is only $600. That's still a lot, of course, but for this, that's one heck of a deal. Of course, as you go up the memory and the storage, and even upgrade to the Mac Mini with the M4 Pro chip, it's going to fall right back into that $1,300 price range. However, if you're one of those people who want the most out of this Mac performance-wise, then I'd just say go ahead and purchase it. This thing is truly a game changer, and its performance exceeds those of other computers that are in its price range, even with the base model. Whether you're gaming, editing, or working on intensive projects, this is probably the most well-rounded Mac. Plus, it is insanely responsive, very fast, and efficient, and yet it is surprisingly affordable. That wraps it up for this video. Please like and subscribe, and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. Plug the link to each of those accounts in the description and in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.